姉弟子三海今日の人だ。探検日和だよ今日は。
Oh wait, what? She's the up unit, but she doesn't synergize well with the rest of them? Fuck it, whatever. Actually, wait, no, I'll pop out and do that. What I was before. With her, Jufufu, and Yishuan again. Oh, great. Oh, shit, way to start. Z-Nair, that's great. Like, the thing that does not help you whatsoever in here. It's just...
Fufu, 私に任せろ。歓喜。
残すことはあるか。
は？どうとせい。はい。やっ。
トラキアアタック、かっこいいでしょ。やるです。
こんなものか。
とどめですよ。 永遠におやすみドラゴ放送
ストライゾン。ほう、そこが弱いのか。
システムがいかれた。
ゴーとせい。命ずる。はっ命脈は耐えたようだ。はっ
綺麗だよね。これはそうですか。空面の見せ場です。神妙にしなさい。全員退場。
短期決戦だ。はっ短期決戦だ。両親を共に滅す。命ずる。
よーく見ててください。もう安心だよ。
い残すことは
さすがフェアリー。でももうとっくに見えてるから。影に従え。
さはっはっ
永遠におやすみ。
はっせいはっはっ
私の番。私とゲームをしよう。
負けて
よく見ててください。
くらえ。
トラと交換。ちょっとした花火。反撃が来ます。よし、またいいもの拾っちゃった。幾千の物語とまた夢を生きたる。私とゲームをしよう。倍返し。虎の方向ゲーム。
夫婦私に任せろ。
トラキアアタック。死神インパクト。ヒアリです。全部ぶっ飛ばしちゃいます。
ほう、そこが弱いのか。はっはっ
永遠におやすみ。トラド方向。
ストライゾ引用創生はい引用創生はい
Oh my god, it's super rare actually getting enough bonuses to max it out. Super fucking rare. Although it's mainly because like that one fucking domain gave me 2 mobile. I'm like, holy shit, like both mobile. Like the thing I needed, holy shit.
ほう、そこが弱いのか。はっ
もう安心だよ。
Oh, I see. So we get 2 ultimate from doing this.
幾千の物語とまた夢より来たる。さすがフェアリー。でももうとっくに見えてるから。私の番。タナトスハリケーン。これはどうですか。倍返し。
任せておけ。
火起こしの風。花火大会だよ。よーく見ててください。これはどう。
ストロイゾ。命脈は耐えたようだ。
Yeah, so okay, so that's I guess how that one was. It was just, do you want 1 free ultimate, or do you want to fight for 2 of the same thing? So I just got lucky that he chose mobile, which, I mean, it's a 1 in 5 chance of getting the one piece of gear I have.
今日は気分がいいんだ。とっとと片付けるぞ。
So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get dexterity, which is the piece of gear I have now. And even still, I'd be missing. Even if I did have it, let's get Wrecker first. Get ready for the boss. The second I go in here, I won't be able to swap. So you go to Bangbu Farms or whatever you go in as. It's gonna be ready. So hopefully this will give me the gear I need, which it did not. Let's try again. Okay, so shit. So at this point, I have to get incredibly lucky and refresh twice and get 2 dexterity ones if I want to max this out. Okay, well, now I'm fucked. I cannot. It would have had to be this one and another one. Either that or... Oh my god, are you kidding me? And of course, the second now I can no longer buy it. But, actually, luckily, these 2... Thank god. Phew. So that's super lucky. Yeah, because if there were 2 1,000... Actually, no, 2 1,000 I could have done anyway. But yeah, this would have also leveled it up to max. But unfortunately, I was just below it. Luckily, I just happened to have 2 dexterity ones here. So there we go. Okay, so this guy... See, this is the Silent Hunter, right? Modern Hunter. And this is the other one. Honestly, I think this guy's on the field more, so he's easier to deal with. Weirdly enough, despite him like disappearing in hide and seek during the middle of it, this one bounces around so fucking much. It's just a pain in the ass to do in between every single attack.
でかしたぞ夫婦。両親を共に滅す。命ずる。
ビリビリトラ幾千の物語とまた夢より来たる。綺麗だよね。隙ありです。全員退場。虎の方向。ちゃちゃちゃちゃちゃわっきゃ。
くらえ。命脈は耐えたようだ。どうとせえ。はい。命脈は耐えたようだ。
なる友よ、我に答えたまえ。救援、そこめですよ。
そんなものか。そんなものか。
I think that's actually really good because I think I was lucky in that piece of dexterity gear was something I didn't have before. So if I look at my investigation strategy, I expect that last one to go from 6. Oh, I still have some. Okay, cool. Yep, to 8. Yep. So I was super lucky. One, I chose the mobile gear, and I got lucky enough to get all the buffs ahead of time. And then 2, the one piece of dexterity gear I was able to buy in the shop happened to be the one piece that I didn't have. There are 2 dexterity gears, 2 dexterity armors, and the one that was in the shop was the one I didn't max out. And luckily, I was able to max it out right at the end. So it's always fun when you can get that shit done. Oh, okay. So I'm finally at that point. I was wondering if I had too many of those, and I do. So let me suspend some of these. Let's see. I have that. Yidhari is a rupture unit, so presumably. There we go. I'm using it. I mean, sheer damage is okay. So when using EX special attack, chain attack, or ultimate, crit rate is increased. So this is actually not super great. The sheer damage is useful because she is a rupture unit, but she's a rupture unit that uses a lot of basic attacks, but she's not an attack unit, so this won't help. When equipped by an attack unit, okay, so it has to be an attack unit, so that doesn't help either. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Support, okay, so that's not going to be helpful. So are we going to get a new gear set? 5-second dash attack, that's not what she does. Anomaly Master, no. What is actually the best set for Yidhari? I'm not even sure. Okay, so that's not helpful. That's obviously... Huh, so she is an ice unit. It could be that ice is good for her. Where's... Oh, no, Polar's over here. Oh, here we go. Basic attack damage. That's what she does. Okay, so... She does a lot of basic attacks. She spins her... you charge her basic attack, and then she spins around a lot and does a lot of attack. So I bet all of that is considered basic attack damage. It seems like she's a basic attack damage scaling character. Okay, so I get 3 a week. I'm going to get 1 from that, so let's just spend all 4. And hope for the best. Defense percent, of course. Defense percent, you know, the thing that, like, 1 character out of the 20 scales off of? Cool, awesome. And even then, I don't even think they use defense percent into the 6 slot. Wait, what? I thought I got 4. Oh, here we go. Okay, so 4 is wrong set. That actually could be useful. Actually, what is this set again? Oh, actually, that actually is really good then. Because this is the anomaly proficiency set. To have anomaly proficiency main set is good. Because you don't want anomaly master. So that actually is kind of useful. Either way, time to get the rest of my rewards. Okay, so this must be Yidhari then. These 3. This is after. Okay, so she doesn't. She got 1 from each of these paths. She needs more. Alice needs more, and Yuzuha needs 1. So next time I bring Yuzuha in, I'll have her pick the piece of gear so she can pick this one, and then Yeah, I mean, I could come in and do these for this, like, to wrap this up, but it's like, there's no real point. There's no real point in forcing it. And I think the thing I discovered is probably, yeah, her. That's the annoying thing. Is you have to get their relationship up to a certain level, and then two, you have to actually bring them in. So that's why I'm missing some of the earlier ones. One, because the early ones suck. And it's annoying to have to use them. Okay. Oh, cool. Nice. Does that count? Anyway. Okay, so that's all done. Oh, yeah. I gotta actually do my normal daily shit. I just happened to do Hollow Zero first because it was, yesterday I did my weekly bosses. So my Lucia's all maxed out. She has all her good shit. Wait a minute. Okay, so these. Just refresh them. But yeah, so. So my Lucia's all ready. But considering I just did the last weekly boss to max her out, I think that Yidhari must be this week, right? Or maybe next week? No, yeah, next week. Because I'm pretty sure you only need 3 weeks of weeklies to max out a character. Actually, maybe not. Wait, how many do you... No, yeah, it's 3 weeks. Because the first 3 tiers, A, B, and C, don't require any of the weekly materials, then D, E, F does. D needs 2, E needs 3, and F needs 4. But if you take the one from F, put it into D, it's 3 for each of them, which is how many you can get per week. So, and then of course there's going to be the monthly reset, so I'll be able to get new monthly materials, which I don't know. Like I could hold on to them and not redeem them, because like what I was kind of doing was redeeming them for characters who haven't been building. But you have to wait for a time when you can. You have to wait for a time when you aren't maxing out a character. So if I'm not pulling for a character, so anytime there's a male character, that gives me an opportunity to. It gives me an opportunity to actually build some of my other characters. Oh yeah, whoops, I forgot. Still gotta check. Still doing the boo box. I want to get 9 of each adventurer type with the 3rd tier buff, which is really annoying because it's super random when you get these ones, and then oh, here we go, finally. And there was actually one time because I'm so used to not getting it, I was just like, okay, next, and I actually nexted when there was a 3-tier adventurer boo like that, and I'm like, God damn it. I'm just so used to being like, oh, okay, don't need it. Don't need it. And so I would have one more rocket boo if I wasn't so used to failure. Okay, so like this. So material production, which is battery consumption. I think the 3rd one, it's not like crazy, it's like the recovery rate. So it's like you don't need it. Honestly, just the 1st tier one's all you really need. But this definitely helps, because that means you can send them on more trips. But, scrap you. I don't need 2-tier buffs. I only need 3-tier. So yeah, it is kind of annoying because of how just RNG it is. But as you can see, look, 2, 3. So all of these 3. And basically for my Shark Boo and my Little Seeker, I only have 1 of each. So I just need 1 more of either one of these 2 with a 3rd tier buff, and they're done. And then for this one, he was further behind. And actually, if I didn't fuck up that one time, he would actually have caught up. I would only need one of each of these. So a little unfortunate, is what it is. But then I can finally stop looking at the stupid thing, because basically it refreshes every day. So every day I have to go in and check and be like, hey, Vaughn. Oh, hey, gold, nice. So every day I'm going in, rolling those dice. But then once I have it, and like I'm spending coins on it, which I could be spending on other shit. Although I do accumulate a shitload, so it's not a huge issue. But it is one of those things that would be... Okay, we're getting ice for Yadhari. Let's start prepping for Yadhari now. Wow, my closest ice unit is her. Yep. It's kind of annoying. Because like my closest is her, and then she's down here. But it's to get either go all the way down or down here. Both are kind of far away. But yeah, let's start prepping for Yadhari. I've done a few pulls and shit, so I'm pretty good. The only thing I don't have is I don't have what her elite boss is, because I'm not sure which one it is, because they don't tell you what they are ahead of time, unlike other games, which is kind of disappointing. Like I mean, Genshin doesn't. I guess the only one that really does is Honkai Star Rail, so it'd be still nice if like I know this one, so I don't know if the ones that are on boost right now are going to be Yadhari's one, or if they're gonna reuse an old one. So it's like there's no real point in doing it now, especially if it's not on boost, because then basically you have to do it twice as many times to get the same amount of rewards. So like that feels like shit. You work really hard, and you're like, cool, you worked really hard, and you did twice the amount of work to get the same amount of rewards. It's like no one likes that. Ah, shit. I think this one's resistant to physical. Actually, no. It's not that they're resistant to physical. They just don't move. That's the problem, is that... Because they don't move, I have to actually make sure I position them close to each other, or else I can't get them wrapped up into her charge attack. Or actually, no, I don't. Was it that one? I forget. There's one of them that is just kind of looks like a hedgehog or an armadillo, and it does not fucking move. Its initial opening combo is to hunker down and start summoning little drones above itself, and then put up a shield over itself. It's just it does not fucking move. It is really fucking annoying because then you have to either move or flip it. Because if you don't. And that's kind of what fucked me over sometimes, is that See, I like these ones, because these guys both run after you. And one, I think they're easier to smack around too, and they're easier to position. But then they also just chase after you. So if you go after one, the other one will run towards you. So you can just keep doing your combos, waiting for the other one to get close by, and then unleash hell. But yeah, that's the sucky thing about the robot one, is that it's It's tanky. It has a huge model. And then, okay, so let's go do this one. As I said in my title, oh, actually I have tons of time too. I've only been doing this 36 minutes. Let's go wrap this up. And then that's one other event done. The easier of all three of them. The Yadhari one's going to take a little bit. Well, I think. It's hard to tell. I don't know exactly what her, covering HP. Film frame. Okay. Wait, why is it a million? It's a million recover HP? Is that what it is? Recover HP. Okay, so it's basically, yeah, touch its juice. Oh wow, it's an A. Oh, so yeah, this isn't a million. Maybe it's this. This is just okay. So basically, it's a method of recovering HP. Got it. So that's how I can get my picture. Honestly, it's kind of weird because the problem with this one is that both her and Minato are DPS, are frontline DPS who do their damage on the field, which is not great. Like, it's one thing if like they could get in, do their attacks, and fuck off, like, but they aren't, right? Like both of them are like, no, they both really have to stay on the field. Yadhari needs to charge up her basic to do her spins and thing, and he needs to set his blade on fire and then attack with it, and then follow up with a EX special. Both of them need to stay on the field to do their shit. Whereas, like, if you want to look at Seed, for instance, she can, like, pop in, just do a few attacks, do her skill, and then move on to the next. Because, like, she's an attacker, and she pairs well with attackers, so she has a lot of good synergy between being off-field and off-field, whereas both of them need to be on-field. So it's like if you're using one, you're not using the other. Whereas for Seed, she still can do damage off-field, which kind of makes this one kind of feel like shit, because you're forced to use two characters. So basically, you might as well just make me a party of two, because, you know, obviously Yidhari's the stronger one. She's the S rank. So, like, wouldn't you want to have her be the one on the field, since she should be able to do the most damage? So, yeah, not the best choice. I understand they kind of synergize well with each other, somewhat, but not really. Like, realistically, it's just Lucia with Yidhari, and then Astra Yao would be a pretty good choice. But Astra Yao is pretty much good for everybody. Yeah, see, this is a really interesting team, actually. Because this is an interesting team. It's another Anomaly Mastery one, but doesn't use the obvious Miyabi, Yanagi one, which is just so insanely overpowered. Oh shit, can I use my own characters? Because my own characters are pretty well done. And they're level 62. Well, actually, my Lucy, I think is 60. Yeah, she is 60. I'm not sure if she's better than Elder.
そろそろ怒りますよ。極上の流れ星。手をかさフレックススーパーヒアトミ追撃します。私の分も取っといて。無意味なあがきです。まだまだ燃えるよ。回避成功。 謹慎一年。はっ
Yeah, I'm a little too used to using Yanagi with Miyabi. So I'm too used. Jesus Christ, Yanagi was all in on that. So basically, I was too used to doing a swap off because Astro would usually have a swap ready. So like Miyabi pops in, does her shit, pop over to Yanagi, do her shit, and pop over. But I would generate enough energy for all that stuff with no issues. So I was too used to that. So that's why I kept swapping to Lucy too frequently. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm too used to it because they're such a great pairing. I was in the. Yeah, honestly, the one I did the worst in. Wait, no. Actually, no. Yeah, the one I did the worst in. Well, I think I just wasn't getting as many screenshots. I should have gotten more. Oh yeah, I did surprisingly well on this one, even though I didn't really like this one that much. I give it a lot of points into it. This one, who was the? Oh no, yeah, it was the perfect team. Oh yeah, it's because you could only trigger it with Anomaly by actually triggering it like a disorder, I think. Was it? Oh wait, maybe not. Applying an attribute Anomaly. I don't think it's disorder. I think it's just like when the gauge fills up. But the issue is like because they're Anomaly Master units, it fills up super quick. They do a lot of attacks, it fills up super quickly. So it just didn't give me a lot of opportunities to click because I was killing you so quickly. This one was kind of annoying. I think on some level, it's just because I was using the photos when I could have more as frequently, and just the three units don't really synergize that well together. Like the fact that you have two units that basically are on-field DPS, and it's like, well, great, but like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And they provide no otherwise provide no support. At least I don't think Yutahari does. Maybe Yutahari does. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, there we go. Okay, so is it this week or next week? It is next week. Okay. So it's next week that Yutahari pops out. So I haven't, which actually, yeah, it makes sense because I did the weekly boss for this week to max her out. But obviously the weekly boss this week lasts till Sunday. So next week we'll reset, and then I'll see. I assume it's going to be the same weekly boss. Oh, I can actually buy another one of these. I assume it's going to be another weekly boss. Oh shit, this is actually going to be soon. Well, since I'm streaming, fuck it. So this should be an S rank. Because it's guaranteed in 14, which means it's at 76 right now. Which, Soft pity is usually 75, maybe 70. I'm not sure. But yeah, so this should be a guarantee yes. Well, not guaranteed. Sorry, this should be a yes. Yep, there we go. See, this is the bullshit thing. Look, so my A rank was guaranteed within 10, right? That S rank took over and replaced my A rank. So I should have an S rank and an A rank. So I think this game kind of does suck in that sense. But to be fair, it gives a shit about A ranks. Damn it. Lycon's weapon. The problem with any weapon really is one, there's no real benefits to do for a weapon, right? Sure, you know, it makes their weapons stronger, but so do their mindscapes. And the cool thing about their mindscapes is that, like, if you get their mindscapes max, you unlock the base image with 3 and the super image with 6. So that's why it's much better to get a mindscape because of that splash art image, which is pretty fun. But also, there we go. But obviously, the image itself is obviously just for oops. The image is just for but for the Mindscape only benefits themselves, right? Whereas this, I could in theory take this weapon and give it to anyone, right? That's why, let's see, like my Nekomata, for some reason I keep fucking getting these ones, so I almost have a maxed out fucking weapon for her. Yeah, getting a 40, she already has a 35% bonus. The default one is just 20%. And I get 25% bonus, but like, this will basically a 90% bonus if I can attack from behind, which is easier for the big enemies, especially when they don't like turn around and stuff. Like that big robot thing, I assume part of it counts as behind. The problem, of course, is staying behind it, because movement and targeting are kind of weird, and her whole concept is like dashing around and zipping around between enemies, so her attacks will like go through enemies, and so it's really hard for her to stay behind, but it does mean that when you are behind, you do get a bonus. And of course, if you time your attack to only do it from behind, like you wait until you've gotten behind them, and then do your ultimate, which should get that bonus in theory. I'm not 100% sure, because obviously I don't really use her that much. Her skills are enough. Like, I could use her if I wanted to. Like, I have bills her, like 60 crit rate, 122 crit damage, like it's not bad. Is this physical? And that's good. Obviously, this would be better if it was if this was physical. But physical on the physical set will be tough to do. Crit damage, it's not great either. So I could just see if I can find a Oxo physical. It's not great either, although to be fair, the base is not that amazing. All the substats are kind of shit. But anyway, penetration is not the worst. It's basically defense ignore. So, and there's not many units that actually provide buffs to that. Only Rina is the only one who actually improves another agent's. Rina's the only one who improves another agent's penetration ratio. Otherwise, you have to like either equip it yourself or rely on the pen substats, which is not super easy to get, because obviously substat rolling are kind of shit regardless. Okay, so anyway, so that's one extra event done. So now the only events I need to do are these two, but I just have 26 days to do them, so I have tons of time. Really worried about that at all. And I've done my weekly Hollow Zero, so basically I can kind of chill. So maybe tomorrow I'll do my my Genshin Imaginarium Theater. I did start it yesterday, but normally if I was doing my workout a little earlier, I would probably have continued it. But considering I need to actually send my Bangbu retainers to replenish this little guy's stock, I need to log in anyway. make sure that gets done. So even though it's a few minutes before my before an hour, well, I was only walking for 55 minutes. What a slacker I am. But that was a good stopping point, so I'm going to go ahead and chill. And I will... Actually, maybe not. I was thinking, I was going to say, I'll be on later tonight to play Final Fantasy and do my roulette, my frontline roulette at the very least. But there's Duet Night Abyss, which I kind of want to play too. I did start it yesterday, but I was having performance problems on my PC because it's only PC and mobile. And it actually bugged out when I was doing the main story, going into the first real city you go into. Like the NPC who was supposed to be following along with me disappeared, and every time I went into the town, past them, it would say a line of dialogue and then like kick me out of the game and reset me. I had no fucking clue what was going on, so I was like, whatever. I'm like, okay, I've played for an hour, whatever. I'll just stop for now. And then I logged back in like later because I was like, I was trying to check something out, like some of the rewards you can get. Oh yeah, that was it. It's because I found codes that you could redeem, like gift codes. So I was like, okay, I'll log into the game, redeem these gift codes. I logged back into the game, and then I immediately started talking with the NPC. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, it was a bug. For some reason, I was able to go down this bridge without the NPC popping up and like triggering the next part of the quest. So I continued on into the city, but you needed to interact with that NPC so that you could interact with another set of NPCs right outside the town gate and then go into the town. And I was just like, because the NPC didn't load on the bridge, it didn't load on the bridge, so it didn't load in front of the gate, in front of the town. And so I was able to walk into the town, no issues. And that's why the game was like, whoops, no, you can't do that. And kicked me back, but didn't really let me know that, oh yeah, by the way, there's an NPC. So, basically saved the game. But the performance is kind of weird. There's been a lot of vertical tearing. I tried enabling VSync, and it helped, but it also slowed the camera down to a crawl, because basically it just slows it down so you can't move your camera faster than the screen can be loaded in. And which kind of sucks, because I did lower the graphics down from extreme, and I tried fiddling with like the DLSS thing, like maybe my can't handle DLSS or something. I don't know. I was fiddling with some stuff, and it didn't seem to help. So I was just like, whatever, I'll just deal with the vertical tearing. Because it's not the end of the world. It's not great, obviously. But I also was like just starting the game. So like I had some browsers open. I was watching YouTube videos in the background. So like I had browsers open, eating up memory. So it's possible it was just that I was running too much shit on my computer. And so maybe if I just like start it fresh or close all my programs, then only run this game, maybe then it'll be fine at its current settings. So, and I might lower the frame rate, because I did 120, then I lowered to 60. I might try 30 because I honestly can't really tell the difference anyway. Maybe that will help. I'd rather have a smooth experience than a jittery, annoying 60 frames. So we'll see if that helps. I mean, I assume that they're also working on the game to improve it performance-wise. And I do hope eventually at some point they bring it to console, so I don't have to deal with this shit. But they do have controller support, which I'm very pleased about. So that's cool. But I generally don't like streaming games on my PC, because I either have... So basically, if I stream games on my PC, I can't do full screen. Which for some games is fine, right? If I'm playing... Because I've been playing Rogue Trader. I'm fine playing Rogue Trader, not full screen, just keeping it windowed, but having the window take up like 2/3 of my screen. Because then I can just, keep a portion of OBS in the corner so I can kind of see chat. Even though I can't like talk to chat. Because just how annoying. I don't have a proper microphone and all that shit. So I can at least see chat and interact and like open up Twitch and like chat myself if I need to. But the fact of the matter is that like Vinny Original Sin, I started that as well. Like it's fine loading those in a slightly smaller screen, because it's you can take your time. It's turn based. You don't have to worry about shit. But for this like action combat stuff, you kind of want to take it as much speed as possible so you can see everything it has to offer as well. So, and then of course, because of the performance issues, it's like, yeah, I could try streaming it, but like I was already thinking, oh, I'll have to close all my tabs and all that shit, close everything out, so only the game is running to try to improve its performance as much as possible. But it kind of shoots myself in the foot if I also keep OBS open to do it. So the whole point is to close all applications and let my computer dedicate 100% of its resources into this game. So diverting that would be putting the cart before the horse. So either way, I'll be playing that. I'm just not sure how long. I'm not sure how much I'll be into it. Right. From what I've played of it, movement feels fun. Movement feels good. You know, you can run. It seems like there's no stamina system from running, so you can just keep keep running. You have this weird like little crouch jump, which like propels you forward or up. Like it like launches you forward. So it's like, yeah, you're just doing like crouch. You're just doing like you're tapping crouch, tap, and jump super quickly, and you'll just be like blasting yourself forward with every single thing. So that's super fun. It has a grapple. I think the grappling feels a little shit because like you grapple to a location, it feels a little too slow, and there's a little bit too much of an animation lock when you get to the grappling point. So it's not as smooth going from grapple to grapple, but I can imagine that can be kind of like tuned and fixed. But general movement feels fine. Combat just feels super floaty, where you're just like, it feels like enemies don't have any like depth. Like you don't get body blocked, which I generally like not being body blocked. But like all your attacks are just like just go through enemies, and you just like, and like there's been multiple instances in the early game where like you fight swarms of enemies, and it's like, oh yeah, you're fighting swarms of enemies, just kill lots of it, which is like has a very Dynasty Warriors feel to it. Which can be fun in and of itself, but it does make it feel like you're just like mowing. It feels like you're just like destroying super weak enemies, which is fun and then like it's still fun to do, but it's also just like it doesn't feel super like compelling, right? It's not a challenge at all. And like the one boss I had that we had so far, I was still just button mashing myself to victory. And now it was a story fight, so like it was in the first one, so and they hadn't like unlocked all your combat features and all that shit, so. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why it was easy. But it it didn't felt like I was nowhere close to dying, and maybe they just made it too easy, just to make sure people could get through it. And maybe there will be more challenging stuff later. Although I'm not a huge fan of challenging stuff anyway, so it's like it's kind of this weird thing where it's like it felt too easy, but if it was too hard, it'd also be kind of annoying. It's hard to get that perfect balance, especially for everybody. So the story seems interesting so far. I thought the story has been interesting, but we haven't really gotten into it, so I'm hoping that playing more of the game will get me, give me a better idea of what the world is like. The world itself is pretty. I've been enjoying it. Relatively pretty world, good movement, little floaty combat. Also, we haven't unlocked everything in combat too, so we'll see how it fully shakes out once I have everything. And like, I was playing one character, and then you swap over to your main character. Like, it was weird that you didn't start playing your main character first. You were playing someone else, and then they swap back over to your main character, and you're like, oh, okay. And then I get into town, and you barely do any combat as the main character before you actually get into town, and then they reward you as part of like the beginning rewards with the first character you had in the beginning, right? So it's like, oh, well, if you like that character, you can just immediately use her because like you just get her for free. As part of the pre-registration rewards, I think. And you also get another character too. So it's like they help you unlock one as part of the story. It's like, oh, cool, here's how to unlock the character. And then you get to town, and your free rewards are like two other characters. One which you were using in the prologue, another you never used. But it's like, oh, okay. Should I ever use this? The main character? Like, is there a point? I think there are some. It feels like Genshin. Genshin has 3 skills, like your basic, your skill, and your ultimate, and then it has 2 passives that kind of define who you are. And it seems like this game doesn't have the 2 passives. You have the 3 skills. You have a basic, your basic attacks are just always basic attacks. Like it's just whatever. It seems like your basic attacks are defined by your weapon, and then you just have a skill and an ultimate, and then a passive. And it seemed like the leveling of those. I'm not sure what's involved in it because like it requires materials I don't have. But like I was looking at the next tier of the skill and ultimate, and it's like it's not changing it at all, just like increasing the damage. So it's like, oh, that's kind of disappointing. Like, so it's like you get everything right from the start, and pretty much nothing's going to change. It is cool that you can select different weapons. Like, it's kind of weird because each character was like, oh yeah, the main character is, you know, their weapon is sword and assault rifle. I'm like, okay, because you have a melee weapon and a ranged weapon equipped at all times. And you're like, oh, it's a sword and assault rifle, but you can equip whatever you want. And they aren't really clear if it matters, right? Like, I don't know, like, so I basically I'm going to use the girl that I was playing initially because I liked her style better, and she's pretty cool. But I also got a katana, and I'm like, well, she's a sword dual pistol. Like, her weapon says sword and dual pistol, but I can still equip a katana and use it. So I'm like, am I disadvantaged for not doing this? Is it that they give a passive to slashing attacks, so you just want to make sure you use slashing attacks? Like, do I actually need a sword? Is there like a buff that specifically says yes, do I get a bonus damage for using swords and I don't get that bonus if I use other weapons? Like, they aren't super clear on that. But then again, I am super early in the game. Like I did just get to the town, unlocked my home, which unlocked a bunch of menu options, and then I basically stopped because I was just like, okay, cool, I've redeemed my codes, I'm gonna stop for today because the performance is kind of weird. And now that I've thought about it, I'm like, okay, let's try maybe even restarting my computer and then starting this fresh with like literally nothing else running and see how, when nothing else is running, how well it goes. But either way, I'll give that a shot, but unfortunately I will not be streaming it because, as I said, streaming on my PC sucks. Don't like it. So, if the game is good, I enjoy it, then that's what I'll be doing for the rest of the night. If it's not, I might pop into Final Fantasy to work on my Frontline Roulette and maybe some relics, or pop into Honkai Star Rail to do all the pure fiction, Memory of Chaos stuff that I've been kind of slacking off on. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and call it for now, but thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.